First off, I feel so bad for students right now, as most universities and colleges are locking down again. That just means that they're going back to online schooling, and although I fully understand the situation because they don't want people to get sick, I just think that learning through online webinars and through Zoom does not have the same effect as it does in person. Just the learning stimulation of like hands-on experience or through visual and audio representation in person, to me, it's just more effective than it is through like looking at a computer screen and reading about it. So for example, some people, they really like to read online, or maybe they can read books through like Kindle books, but some others, they do like to have the physical book in front of them. I know there's definitely a lot of ways to learn, but I just know that online schooling is not like a one-size-fits-all approach. So anyway, in this video I want to share with you how you can still stay ahead of your school and still be learning and marketable after you graduate during these hard times, as everything is just going back to online schooling. I am not an employer and I don't hire anyone, but I know that employers who are looking for someone to hire, they should be aware and like fully understand the situation when they're looking to fill these positions. So when they see someone's resume who doesn't have that much experience, they should be understanding that this student, he went through the whole pandemic, the whole online schooling, the fact that really you're encouraged to not go out, not get experience. Like, they should be aware of that. They will know that you don't have much, again, hands-on experience because, well, the country told you not to go out. So obviously you couldn't get that experience. They shouldn't be that dumb to see that, because they too are probably going through the same thing. Like, they too couldn't go to their work, or maybe they also got laid off due to like social distancing. Maybe their job had so much social interaction with customers that they got laid off. So that was like a depressing introduction, but as a college student, here's what you gotta do. The first one is that you have to stay focused on graduating. So yes, I know it's going to be hard. It's been about like 2 or 3 years, it's going on and off with the whole lockdowns. Pretty much if you were a freshman going in when it first started to lock down in 2019, you'd be like a third year by now. Meaning you're more than halfway through like your bachelor's when this whole pandemic started. But even though, they're tired, there's nothing you can really change. So just remember to stay the course. Remember that you started this journey for a reason, and there's no reason now just to back down, because you've gone more than halfway through. Aim to finish and graduate. Make sure that your work and your money, your effort, make sure that it bears fruit to get that degree in the end. The second thing is that you should go out of your way to connect with classmates and your professor. So again, going back to the fact that everyone should be social distancing, according to safety standards, that doesn't mean that you still can't communicate. You should still be going out of your way and reaching out to people who are like smarter than you so that you can engage and learn more from them. I know that these isolating times can feel miserable, and I feel that some students may have like social anxiety after this, since they went through this for like 2 or 3 years. But still, that's no excuse that you should stay that way. So go out, show the world that you're not quitting despite all these hard times. I guarantee you that professors feel this too, trust me. They're stuck at home and they're now required to teach. Instead of going out and doing their projects or going on campus, now they're forced to come up with like more innovative ways to lecture. So as a student, it's encouraging to the professor if you notice them and maybe compliment them by saying, hey, I noticed that you put in a lot of effort into your lectures. I really appreciate you going out of your way to do this. Or I really appreciate the fact that you did this one extra thing, or you're trying to entertain the class. I know online classes are not what you're used to. You're used to like going up on the chalkboard and writing things down. But it's innovative, and I can see like the effort that you're exerting. Something along the lines of that. Just saying something like that will make the professor feel like their work is more meaningful, because now they're changing their focus. Again, their focus might have been the research project, but now their focus is on teaching. The third thing, as a college student, get a part-time job anywhere. So with today's economy, what you might hear as the Great Resignation, it's just so much easier to find a job because everyone's sort of quitting their job. Back in my day, when I graduated, I couldn't even work at a part-time job at Chipotle because I was too overqualified. They wanted like some 16-year-old high schooler who didn't have any experience rather than a college student, because they didn't want to put in that extra time to train the college student when he might just go off and find an actual like career job. So again, I can see why they wouldn't want to hire someone like me, because I know I would quit that Chipotle job to find a better paying job. But I still applied because I desperately needed the money and I wanted to work. I wanted to get work experience. But now, today, with the whole Great Resignation, the whole labor market and the whole labor shortage, it's so much easier to find a job and just to work, get money, get working experience, build work ethics and so on. Those are all like advantages to getting a job. You'll also build things like people skills, customer service skills. And that will go a long way when you're actually trying to build like a professional career. You'll learn things like time management while you're working, and you can prioritize tasks more efficiently because of this. Honestly, I don't see any downsides to working part-time as a college student. Just make sure that you can actually handle it and that you don't put on more on your plate if you can't manage your time. And lastly, remember that college is only 4 years of your life. So although I am making you do all these things and like work, just remember that college is experiences, and the times that you are in school are only a small fraction of your time in the grand scheme of your life. Your bachelor's degree, for example, is only going to be like 4 or 6 years, depending on like your situation. For those of you watching, I know it's difficult, but you have 100% of the time outlived the hardest times of your life up until now. So for example, you were able to survive that one breakup, or you survived that one enduring obstacle in your life until today. So what makes you think that you can't survive another few years of school? So enjoy college, make the most out of it, and realize that you still have a long ways ahead of your life. So one of my favorite quotes is, "This too shall pass." Meaning that no matter what, whether it is a good time or a bad time, the moment doesn't last forever. This pandemic is frustrating, even for me, trust me. But we're all gonna make it. We're gonna survive. Just keep pushing through. That's really all I have for the video. Go ahead and share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.